Okay. Um, oh, cool. 1 second, let me turn the airplane down some more. Uh, okay. Let's see if that worked. Yeah, I know. Let me bring it closer to me. Hang on. How's that? Any better? Okay, cool. Cool. Alright. Oh, hang on, I gotta turn off some things. And turbulence is happening right now, so I gotta keep the seatbelt sign on. Okay, looking good. Yeah, it's a very short flight. Kind of just navigating manually with this. So, hopefully it's not too bad. I could turn, I'll leave them on. Okay, cool. Cool beans. Yeah, I'm not really watching a chat because my game's in full screen, so... Sorry about that. I mean, like, I can probably put it on a second display, but I don't know how I do that because my other display is kind of in the living room, so I'd have to go get it. But, yeah. Flight's only like 30 minutes anyway, so it's okay. Um, let's see here. Yeah. As as you can tell, it's pretty delayed. You know. Can you? Is my voice still really quiet, or? I will try the phone. How do I do that? I don't know. Let's see. Stream's quite delayed, so. Okay, it's loud enough. Alright, let me get the chat up. I have to figure out how to do it though. Um. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, perfect timing. I need to change these. There we go. Calibrated. Perfect. Alright. Let's see. 3.9. There we go. Yeah, it's a very short hop. It's just Santa Barbra from San Francisco. It's only like less than 300 miles away, which is pretty fast for this. I think I can actually speed up now. It's like 280, maybe even 300, because we're not going that high. We're at a lower cruise. As you know, it's a short flight, so I can turn these off now, the anti-ice, because there's no visible moisture. Let's see. That can come off as well. Oh, that's already off. Seatbelt's off. And this can stay on. Actually. Okay, I can go to normal. Above 10,000 feet solid I'm now. And let's see. Gotta take a look at this error right here. Look at disagreement with the weight. Zero fuel weight value. Hang on. It's like complaining about the the fuel weight imbalance and stuff. So fuel load. Oh, I forgot to enter that too. Where's the load sheet? Here it is. 254. 254. Sure, fuel weight. What is 370? That's why. 370. Not used to this. Usually just enter and it works. 370.5. Enter. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it went away. Okay, perfect. Got about 28 minutes left in the flight, so yeah, not a long flight at all. To figure out how to activate this, it actually follows the flight plan because for whatever reason it's not actually following the line that I want it to. It's supposed to follow this dashed line right here. I don't know if you can see it. My cursor's hidden, so yeah, they can unhide my cursor. Hang on, I can just go into the streaming thing and change it pretty quickly. Okay, my cursor should be working now, hopefully. Yeah, but this line, it's supposed to be the path I'm supposed to follow, and it'll follow it if I have it on the right setting. But for some, oh, there it goes. I guess that should be close enough. But yeah, so now it's going to follow this. If I zoom out a little bit, should see our destination because it's pretty close by. Let's see. It's the first waypoint. Yeah, so this is still going to be about an hour, 45 minutes flight time, real time. So, let's see. Yeah, we're flight level 215. That's 21,500. This is what I spent doing all day on my computer, basically. So, yeah, I know I should be spending more time talking to other people in my life, but I just, you know, it's kind of hard when it's an obsession and you really want to be a pilot, and yeah. Man. Okay. And okay on that. This shows the terrain that's underneath you, so like the mountains and stuff, but since there's not really anything to worry about, because, you know, we're super high up, but, yeah. I'll be honest, I'm surprised this is even running this well. And also, here's something cool. You get your own tray table. And a keyboard. Isn't that cool? This is built into the plane, so it's pretty neat. And the jump seats work, meaning this thing, you can actually sit, quote unquote, sit in it, and it'll like, I don't know, everything's super detailed on this, and you can like open the door and everything, but I locked it, so let me unlock it so we can go see. There we go. So now, there's no cabin yet, but the galley's modeled, the doors are modeled, so yeah, that's pretty cool. And the bathrooms are unfortunately not modeled. Some planes have them modeled. Like you can go inside and flush the toilet and everything, but this one doesn't have it for some reason. And this is the toilet right here. This, on the other side, is supposed to be crew rest, so people would sleep in here as like a bed. This plane's meant for longer flights. Let's see. Like galley cooking stuff, I don't know. Yeah, if I go behind the curtain, you'll see that it doesn't really, yeah, it doesn't really render anything. It's kind of, yeah, nothing for now. Yeah, but kind of nice dome view, though. It's like super open. Let's see here. You know, I actually feel comfortable using my voice as long as, like, I'm able to see, like, the chat, which I'm not really doing right now, but I'll close that up real quick and lock it. There we go. Reset the camera view. There we go. Okay. That's cool. Just kind of waiting for this now. Still climbing. We're on economic climb, so we're using less engine power. This DCLB means derated climb, so we're using not full power, we're using like 80%, 84% of our thrust. So, yeah, 9,500 pounds an hour per engine. Yeah, that's how much fuel we have. 16,400. And outside temperature is minus 27 Celsius. Those are super high up. And we're currently above 7 degrees above the international standard, which is, on the ground it's 15 Celsius, but at perfect temperatures, but currently it's not really. So cruise speed is 0.83 Mach, so 8/10 the speed of sound. Pretty cool. Guess I can switch to wing view. Don't really got much else to show now. It's just a waiting game. Let's see. Without the cabin. There we go. Yeah, so it's actually a little turbulent. Let me turn the seatbelt sign back on. Reset. This can go. I hate zooming in. It takes forever. Let me just whoop. There we go. Okay, that's on now. Perfect. So now I go back to the wing view. Yeah, that's the California coast. Pretty cool. Let's see the right side. I mean left side, my bad. Yep. This plane is kind of this quiet in real life, surprisingly, but yeah. I was much farther back though. I was like behind this section. Let's see, I'm trying to find a view that I'll actually stick to, I think. Oh, that's a lot of turbulence. You can see the wings flexing, because it's normal. It's supposed to do that. The engines also will move a little bit. They kind of shake back and forth. But, you know. I'm going to put a flight thing up that shows the status of the flight, so I can, you know, so you don't, like, sit here not knowing how much time we have left. And, hang on, let me set that up real quick. Let's see. To open an app. I have this app that like connects to the simulator, and it tells me it helps the streamer, the people watching the stream know. It's called Fly Live Studio. It's meant for live streaming specifically, which is nice. It's nice to have. Okay, let's see here. Dashboard. Here we go. Let me set this up real quick. Okay. Let's see. I'll have to get the chat bot set up some other time because there's a chat bot that you can get for Twitch, although I don't use Twitch, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. Let's see. And okay. Let me use this, copy that in. Okay, and that should be working now, hopefully. Let me just, okay. Should show up momentarily, hopefully. Hoping. It might take some time to show up, we'll see. This thing is very slow. Might have to refresh it. Yeah, there it is. Cool. I need to change some of these things, though. I need to actually set the flight because it's not showing how much time is left. And it's going to be a very short landing. It's going to be very close. We're already halfway there, by the way. But we, that's not the right kind of ETA. Overlay. That's distance to go. That's not what I want. What's this? ETA, there we go. Okay, there is no call sign. I forgot to add that. Okay, there we go. There we go. It should show up now. Yeah, okay. Blank White Airlines, Flight 32, because this thing doesn't have a thing on it. Since to go. There we go. So now it's in miles, which is good. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna move the camera a little bit on the let's see. Are you enjoying the stream, by the way? I'm trying to like figure out like I don't know. Let me just okay. Alrighty. I should add how much time is actually left because it was showing time in terms of like what was it? In terms of like local time or like UTC, which is not very friendly to people who aren't, you know, don't really know planes. So, okay, cool, you're still here. Yeah, yeah. Stream's very delayed. I just got that message, like very, very delayed. Yeah. Canadian Ape Geek. I feel like I know you, but I don't remember. Are you? Crap. Hang on. Let me look at my thing. I don't even. I'm sorry. I don't remember who you are, but you do sound very familiar. I think you just have a different. Hang on. Oh wait, no. Oh, I know who you are. I know you're in my group chat. I think, aviation group chat. I hope that's correct. Um. Yeah. Hello, Beth. Hello, Beth. Yeah. 94 miles left. I probably should start my descent, possibly. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see how much. Let's see how much we have left. Yeah, I'm gonna start descending, I think. Just zoom out one more. Yeah, I'm gonna start descending now. I'm doing manual descent. Because one, I haven't been able to figure out how to set up the descent thing, so we're just gonna manually push the plane down a little bit. 2500 should be good. And point 8? No. I want to manage that a little bit. I'll just do that. Cool. So we're now going down. Yay. Down into Santa Barbara, which should be where all that fog is over there, unfortunately. So I'll have to check the weather, the METAR, which I will do right now. This is something I should be doing. And landing will be a little bit sketchy. So the runway over there is only 6,000 feet total, but there's a displaced threshold of 500, so I have to be really, really slow on landing. Like really slow, so let's see. Okay, here we go. I should be able to do it if I don't add any VREF, which is not very safe. Line technique reverses, yes. Let's do this again. Compute. Okay, 6,000. Well, 7 feet extra of stop margin. Literally just 7 feet, so that should be really close. It's gonna squeeze it in. What was I gonna do? Alright, the weather. I'm trying to figure out how to do that. En route. Here's the map. Yeah, so we're almost there. It's kind of how we're gonna come in. Pretty cool. It's FR high. Yeah. Pretty cool. And now I gotta look at the weather. I keep distracting myself. Oh wow. Okay. I can just look it up online. I'm just gonna look it up because it's all online as well. That's how it gets it anyway. So yeah, yeah, it's very complex. You can just land them, but that's not what these big ones need. And you need a lot of air traffic control stuff too, which I'm thankfully not simulating here because it would be a complete nightmare. Let's see. Now the reason we look for the weather is because it can affect engine performance, and if it's really hot outside or whatever, air's less dense, so it's harder for the engine to bite the air, if that kind of makes sense. And I'm looking right now at the airport. 13 knot crosswind from the north. Okay. Hang on, let me put this in. Well, this is going to be an interesting landing. I am not very good at crosswinds, especially since I'm using my cursor to control this. Let's see. Visibility's 10 though, so that's good. Altimeter's perfect, 2992. Okay. Wind shift 220 at 2. Temperature 28, 2.8. Wait. Okay, that should be fine. We'll update that once we get there. Once we get below 18,000, I'll set the Altim, what's it called? Crap, Colesman window to 29902 inches of mercury, because, you know, pressure. Let's see. I love talking, if you guys can't tell. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to dump a little fuel to save weight because I don't know. This is kind of sketchy. I don't know how to dump fuel. I'd have to figure that out. I'm sure it's up here where the fuel is. Cross feed, pump. So fire extinguishers. Don't want to use those. What is that? Mobile communications. Nope. I'm not gonna do it unless I absolutely have to, or I feel like I shouldn't, or I should. But this is just, I don't see any dumping. I don't think I can with this plane. Some of them don't have it. Like the 737 from Boeing, like the most commonly used aircraft in the world, you just have to fly around to burn off fuel to land. Like that's how annoying it is. But, you know. Let's see here. Okay, I think I can slow the descent rate a little bit to like 2200 because we're coming down a little quick. Yeah. We'll be on the ground according to the rate of descent in about 10 minutes or so. Should be. Yeah. And we're going to have to slow down eventually because our speed limit's like 335. I won't go above that. I have to use the speed brakes after that, and I've got to disarm those. There we go. Okay. Cool. Actually, I should be a lot lower right now. This is where I'm supposed to be. So maybe I should actually increase that a little bit. And I should also use the speed brakes because I'm going to gain too much speed otherwise. Okay. And I can also do this. This extends them a lot, which I've actually wanted to do. But it's only for emergencies to descend really fast, so maybe not a good idea at this moment. Only if I really, really need to get down, and that's just kind of sketchy. Those 2/4, there we go. Yeah, okay, I need to descend like a lot faster, okay. I'm gonna do them. What was it complaining about? Oh, it's complaining because it thinks that we need oxygen mask. That's what it's normally used for, is... it's normally... Oh crap, hang on. It's normally used for getting down, like, with... What's it called? Like, if there's an oxygen depressurization, that's what it's used for, but... Here, let me show you what that looks like. The spoilers extend a lot more, like, they're supposed to. Yes, they come out a lot more. Like, these middle ones, normally they won't come out, but since we're doing the emergency thing, quote-unquote emergency, yeah, that's what we're doing. Like, look at this, 10 degrees nose down. That's not normal, it's only like 5, so, yeah, let's see. Cool. And now, we're supposed to be at, yeah, we can disarm these now. Cool, just put them to half. And, there we go. And just descend a little less now, like 30, 2500 again. We're still going down really fast, as you can probably tell, and I need to slow down again, because I went down a lot quicker, gained a whole bunch more speed. So, oh, drag this down more. 2000, there we go. Okay. Alright, now we're approaching 10,000 feet. Seatbelt signs are already on, because the turbulence landing lights can come on. There we go. And everything should be looking good. Let's go through the approach checklist right after I check this. How far away are we? Like 40 miles? Yeah, okay, we're going really fast though, so Or below 10,000. Crap, I need to slow down a lot. Speed limit's 250 below 10,000. I'm at, what, 260? So I'm gonna slow down to like 200, 220 maybe. Pull those all the way out. Let's see here. Okay. Give me a second. Someone came back. I gotta let them know I'm streaming. Alright, I'm back. I gotta set this thing to the crap. 2902. I'm gonna refresh the page on Chrome that has it. And it'll also show my landing rate when I actually do land. So hopefully it's smooth and not like slamming it down, because that would be not the best. Okay. Okay, it went down 0.01, which is about 10 feet of elevation change. What now? Oh, I see. Had those out for too long. I thought I forgot about it, and I did, so it's good it did that. Okay. And now we're accelerating too fast, which is why I had them out in the first place. 280 should be good, or 180 on my bad. Okay, and enter that in. 180. That's a very bumpy. Wow, okay. Might be in for a heck of a landing. Plane's turning itself to approach the runway. Okay. Auto brake armed. Let's extend these just a little more so I can put the flaps out, because we're going too fast right now. Whoa. The mountains are causing a little bit of wake turbulence. Okay. Okay, 165. Okay. Flaps 1. This will help us gain some lift and hopefully decrease our angle of attack. Let's see here. It's very bumpy. Oh, Nelly, okay. 180. And I'm going to... The airport's like right over there, so clear that. So I'm gonna start slowing my descent rate a little bit to like 1,000 maybe, so I can arm these. There we go, armed. Perfect. And turning towards the runway, and can't see it yet because the rocks are terrible. Gear down. Flaps 2. Oh, I'm over speed a little bit. Okay, hang on. I need to slow down more. Let the gear help me with that. Gear is coming down. Gear's down and locked. Okay, now I can put flaps too. Cool. .65. What's our landing speed? I gotta check that. Crap.
2,500.
Yeah. Okay, I might do manual braking. We'll have to see. I'm doing manual braking. So if I don't, we're not gonna have enough runway to stop. Flaps 3. Flaps 3. Nice. And now we're kind of just waiting to line up. It should be. Yeah, it's kind of loading in. I think it's... Oh, there it is. It's right there. It's very hard to see it, but there's lights. Okay.
2,000.
2,000 feet. Okay. And... This is kind of a rush flight. I didn't actually go into everything, but... okay, let's see here. Yeah, this is quite a hefty crosswind. We're actually on the course to go to the runway right now, but there's a crosswind, so my airspeed's going towards the runway, but the nose isn't. So I'm gonna... I've never used this crosswind thing before, but I'm gonna use it today because... I mean, I don't know what it does, but I'm sure it helps. I haven't actually looked into it yet, because that's the thing I've never seen before. So, okay, 140 knots, flaps full. Flaps are coming down, flaps extended. Perfect. Alrighty. Just keep my descent going at about 400 feet per minute. I'm gonna put myself in the glide slope maybe next time, but not right now. 6 miles to go.
1,000.
5.9 miles to go, I mean. Yeah. Airport's loading in. There's the runway straight ahead. I mean, oh my gosh, it's so hard to see it, but it's there. I know it is. Okay. 1,000 feet. Stabilized missed altitude approach. Actually not set. I should eventually learn how to do that. Even though I seem like I know a lot, this airplane's just really complex. So I don't know everything yet. There's still a lot to learn. Yeah, I'm gonna slow this 200. I'm probably way too low for this approach. Yeah. And I'm a little bit off. Okay, I'm gonna start flying this manually, I think. Cool. Thanks for telling me. Manually hand flying now. With my cursor. Yay. Alright, I'm gonna be quiet for this while I land. Because I need to concentrate.
500. 400. 300. 200.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5,
Max braking. Okay. Yeah, that was very close. Very, very close, as you might be able to tell. And now let me go ahead and vacate that runway. Yeah, like I said, not the smoothest landing. And now the brakes are probably pretty toasty, so I should turn on that brake fan. Because that runway was very short. In real life, that would not have been allowed. Because airlines have their limits, so... Okay, flaps up. And I can retract those spoilers too. Speed brakes, my bad. They're called spoilers on Boeing planes and speed brakes on Airbus, so... Just taxi to the nearest gate. I know this place has gates because I've been to the airport before, just not on a plane. Turn that back to normal. And disarm those. They should be off. Cool. Stutters. Okay. And these can go back down. There we go. And since I'm crossing an active runway, I'll have to turn on the strobes. Oh, they already were on. Perfect. Forgot to turn them off. That works out. Yeah, this runway is a no-go for landing every day. Like, this one that I'm crossing over right now is like 3,000 feet. It's for like small airplanes. And this one too. Okay. lot that goes into flying these things, and, you know, let's start to turn towards, I don't even think there are gates, I think they're just ramps. Just like concrete. Okay. Let me get this. Wing lights off, landing light, strobe auto. Start the APU. There we go. Cool. I think I would have done better on that flight if it wasn't for the stupid crosswind. As then again, I'm using a mouse for this to control the plane, which isn't very efficient. And, you know, kind of iffy. Yeah, this airport's meant for smaller planes too, so kind of a tight fit. Oh my gosh. Very tight. Okay. And oh, I didn't mean to do that. Give me some braking power though. I'm just gonna park over here because I don't know if there actually are any real gates. I feel like there are, but I just don't know where they are. So, I'm gonna be lazy about this. Oh wait, here we go. Here's a place I can park. Right here on this yellow line, which is actually a taxiing line, so that works out. And there's a fuel truck. Perfect. Okay. And I think we're here. Cool. Parking brake set. Engine number 1 and 2 shut down. And strobe lights off, beacon off. Nav go to 1. Logo can come off. I don't need that right now. Or auto. Seatbelts off. Auto. And EPU blade, get the air conditioning going. Heat up the cabin a little bit. Cool. And then, since we don't want the APU the whole time, get the ground power unit and the air conditioning unit connected. And we can get the air stairs open. I don't know if it's gonna ever come over, but, you know, I don't think so, because it's not. Yeah, we'll see. Because this airport doesn't really have much, but, you know, I'm trying. Okay, turn those external powers on. Turn the APU off, turn that off, turn that off. Cool. Okay. Engine bleed, turn all this off. It's gonna complain. Of course, because it doesn't know we're shut down, I guess. It probably does know, but doesn't care. Turn this off. Alright, I'm gonna turn off the power now. There we go. Plane is shut down. And now, real life I would be stuck in here if this was not, if it was locked I'd be stuck in here until they turn the plane back on, but yeah, that's cool, and I don't know if I can even open this. Some of them you can, but yeah, that's cool. Probably just, oh, I can't. There's actually a barrier. Okay, cool. Alright, well, that was a pretty good flight, except for the landing. The landing was terrible. But yeah, hope everyone enjoyed. I don't really know what else to say, so I'm just probably gonna cut it off here. Yeah, hope everyone enjoyed, and hey, have a good day, I guess, everybody. Yeah, take care. Bye-bye.